Alright guys, in this video, we're going to talk about the number one excuse that most people tell themselves. You know, it's a lie that keeps them stuck in a mediocre life. And if you don't have your dream life yet, you know, this abundant life where you have a successful career that just overwhelms you with joy and fulfillment, then it's likely because you're missing, or you're telling yourself, this one lie. Now you're probably wondering, well, okay Adam, what is this one lie? Let's get on with it. And it is that you don't have enough time for yourself. You see, most people, they say they want to do X, Y, and Z, but they just don't have enough time. You know, I don't have enough time to go hit the gym. I don't have enough time to go prepare healthy foods, to cook healthy foods. You know, I don't have time to go learn this new skill that I've been wanting to, that would help my life. But the funny thing is, everyone has the same amount of time. And the thing is, you could tell that this was just a BS excuse because when this whole Corona pandemic started, everyone only had time, you know? Like everyone has way more time than they've ever had. But still, did that change their actions? Did they go and start working out? Did they start eating healthy, cooking healthy foods, you know, healthy meals? No. And not only that, they didn't pick up on those new skills that they told themselves they would want to do or would do if they had more time. So that right there is proof that it isn't that you actually don't have time. It's a matter of your priorities, your discipline, your habits. You see, everyone has the same amount of time. I mean, why is it that with 24 hours, Elon Musk can start SpaceX, Tesla, all these insane companies, billions of dollars in valuation? Well, not just valuations. Yeah, this guy's gonna be a freaking trillionaire soon at this rate. But why can he achieve so much in his 24 hours, but other people don't? They have the same time, but his productivity is different, right? His ambition's different. And so the first really excuse or lie is that you don't have enough time. And if you find yourself saying this, then it's a matter of your priorities and you need to start looking where your priorities are. Because again, we all have the same time. It's how you use it. Now, the next thing is people have a lack of discipline. And really, I don't actually think that lack of discipline exists. What really exists is bad habits. You see, all these high performers like David Goggins or Arnold Schwarzenegger or Elon Musk, they have the right habits in place. It's not a matter of being disciplined, it's a matter of them having the habit to do the things that they don't want to do. You see, I'm sure at times they're like, oh, Elon's like, I don't want to go to this meeting, I'm exhausted. But he's been in the habit of going to meetings when he's exhausted. He's in the habit of doing the things that he doesn't want to do when he's tired. And could you imagine if you had that habit in place too? How would your body look like right now if you kept your word from last year to work out? How much better would you feel physically and mentally if you kept your word to eat healthy and cook up meals instead of ordering fast food? And where would you be in your career if you kept your word to be productive every single day? And how would all this change in yourself and your life affect how you feel about yourself? I mean, imagine if you were achieving as much as Elon Musk. Imagine what that would do to your confidence. Your view on this world would just be different. You'd have an entirely different perspective. Now, that's what separates these people, you know? They don't make excuses. These conquerors who achieve what most people don't, they don't make excuses. They form the right habits. And I'll tell you right now, every single billionaire and probably every millionaire on this planet will tell you that they got to where they are because of their habits. You don't have bad habits and get to where they are. That doesn't happen. Conquerors have the right habits in place. Now, what we really call this in the New Era of Health is acquiring the mind of a conqueror. It's forming the right mental habits, the ability to stick to your word, which will get you through those times where you don't have motivation, you don't feel you don't feel that energy or motivation or drive. You know, it's going to get you from stuck to essentially a conqueror. And the reality is that's just the tip of what we do in the new era of health, because look, the first step in changing your life is definitely acquiring the mind of a conqueror, getting the right habits in, you know, getting the right mental fortitude, the right perspective that enables you to be happy, where you can joke with your friends, your family, and your crush, you know? Ultimately just boosting your social life as well. So it's essentially forming the right habits, boosting your confidence, happiness, and changing your perspective on life. That's really vital, you know? If you have a negative outlook on life, it's gonna seep into all areas of your life. Whether you're talking to the girl you have a crush on and she doesn't want to be around someone who's grumpy and has a bad mood, who does? You don't, and I don't. And so it's really just getting the foundation set, because also if you don't have the right habits in place, what happens? Look at your last New Year's resolution. You know, you don't have the right habits in place, you make progress in your life, fall back into your old patterns and ruts, and feel disgusted with yourself. Now, so the first step is what we call acquiring the mind of a conqueror. And then after you acquire the mind of a conqueror, what we usually do is we have you work out and eat like a conqueror. Now, essentially what this is, it's not a basic little nutrition and fitness protocol. No, it's all geared towards making you more capable, making it so that you have the energy of a kid on a playground so that you can tackle your to-do list, your errands and chores, so that you can accomplish more and feel good about yourself. Feel hopeful for the freaking future instead of drowning in self-doubt and negative thoughts. It's going to enable you to think as clearly as the guy in Limitless so that you can crack jokes on the spot. You can remember things easier. Your brain just processes information easier. You're in a better mood. And then also you get like optimal hormone levels so that you feel fantastic, you know, because everyone knows hormones are important, you know, but they don't really know to the actual extent, at least, or why, I should say. Now, think of someone who takes steroids. They often get roid rage, right? Where the smallest thing, it ticks them off like a bomb. You know, they get grumpy and irritable at that stupid stuff that shouldn't upset them. And that's just because they have a surplus in their testosterone. Ultimately, their hormones, they're not optimized, they're not balanced. And again, that ruins their mood. But when you work out and eat like a conqueror, you'll attain optimal hormone levels so that you simply feel fantastic. Like, I want to tell you guys a story about how much of this has an impact in my life. So, as most of you guys know, when I was 21, I was stabbed in the throat, arm, and chest with a chef knife while at a movie theater. Now, I should have died. The knife, it went halfway through my throat. I'm not sure if you can see the scar. I'm gonna have my editor toss up a picture right here of it, probably. So you can see some of the scars, but it went halfway through my throat. He got me right here, and right, this one down here punctured my lung. I should have died. It's like a miracle that I survived, but I was left in a broken state. I remember I woke up 7 days later from an induced coma, and first of all, I was living off tubes. If you unplug those tubes, I'm gone, like that. And not only that, like, my body forgot how to work. I remember the doctor was like, okay, do you want to try going up to go to the bathroom? And I was like, yeah, like, I'm tired of being in this chair. I'm tired of feeling this stuck and weak. Weak was the best term, powerless. I was powerless. And so I was like, yeah, like, let's go. I'm trying to get up and go to the bathroom. So I get to the side of my bed and I get my feet off the bed and I try and stand. My legs don't work. And my body was just weak. I could feel my lack of energy. I was being fed off tubes and I could just tell I was deprived of nutrients. I could literally tell that. It was crazy. I couldn't talk, but the point I'm trying to get at, I was in this broken state. Literally, I remember eating was a challenge for me. Literally, I'd have to nap halfway through a meal. Imagine you wake up, no, not even wake up, imagine you're eating lunch and you eat half your meal and then you have to go sleep because you're so tired. Eating required energy, that much energy. Getting up to go to the bathroom, I felt like running a marathon. And ultimately, this is why I know everything I talked about today. We talked about acquiring the mind of a conqueror. Because what happened was, when I was in this broken state, I had to learn how to build myself up again, essentially from the ground up, from scratch. But I did what most people did. Declare I'm gonna work out, declare I'm gonna eat healthy, declare I'm gonna be productive, read, blah, blah, blah. And it'd go good for a few days. But then when I got tired or I wasn't motivated, I would give up. And that's why I know it sucks so much to be in a place like that. And that's when I started studying how the human brain works, going through brain science and transformational psychology, essentially. And that's what acquiring the mind of a conqueror was. And that's what enabled me to start getting my life together. Started enabling me to become happy again. I learned how to become happy, how to program your brain to become happy. And the best part is this system we use. Again, it's tapping into how you're hardwired as a human. It's based off evolution, biology, and psychology, this protocol. But yeah, I started getting my life back together, and then I was still weak. And it sucked because before I was pretty jacked. I was looking good, I had a six-pack, and all that stuff. But now I was 135 pounds, six foot, like bone. Didn't feel good. On top of it too, it's like not only was my physique gone, but I felt like shit. I couldn't even go, I couldn't go on a walk. No shot. I'm barely finishing meals out here. I'm laying around all day because I can't do anything. So I had to learn how to gain more energy. So I put together a system essentially based off evolution biology to make it so that you gain more energy. You think more clear. Your brain, it's processing on all cylinders. And I applied this to my life, and the results, they were unreal. Like, I remember I got to the first of all, within 1 year, I packed on most of that muscle again. I was actually lifting more in 1 year than I was before the stabbing. I ran under a 5-minute mile within 1 year of getting stabbed, and my legs not even working. And not only that, I was more productive than I've ever been and more happy. That's the best part, because before I got stabbed, I was just happy all the time. I was in such a good place. And so I was finally able to regain that back. And it's all because of this system. But look, guys, I don't want to talk your ear off about this system. I just want to hopefully motivate you guys to start taking action and forming the right habits in place to improve yourself. And the fact that you're here this far in this video actually shows me that you're meant to be with us, meant to be a part of this army of conquerors. Because look, it doesn't matter where you are. It's all a matter of you striving to become better and better, to become the best version of yourself. And the fact that you're watching this video is proof that you're on this journey. So join us officially by subscribing, because it really helps us in growing this channel. This is now your channel too. So make sure to like and subscribe. It helps us reach more people so that we can improve their lives, like hopefully we're doing for you right now. And then lastly, I want to hear, what part of this video did you like hearing about the most? Was it acquiring the mind of a conqueror? Was it working out or eating like a conqueror? Or was it my stab story? Oh, and by the way, there's going to be links to the stab video around here. I go into more detail of the actual event, so if you want to check that out, hopefully my editor will put it up somewhere around here, or maybe he put it up earlier. If not, you can even just type in how I got stabbed on my channel. You'll see it. Anyways, if you want to learn how to acquire the mind of a conqueror, or you want to streamline it, we have free content, so you can always watch this free content. But if you want to streamline your results, we do have a 7-day challenge. I'm just going to leave a link to it below. You can check it out if it interests you. Hopefully we'll see you inside, because we get insane results in there. But if not, go ahead, just like, comment, and share. And thanks for being here.